chairman of advocacy for the community. He is a chairman of being a friend of Shema Kolainu. Ladies and gentlemen, State Senator Kevin Parker.
Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Listen, I don't know. Is this the breakfast Shema Kolainu? You guys sound like right awake. Good morning. All right. How's everybody doing? Good. There really is no organization that has done more for children of any ilk than Shema Kolainu. And so I'm happy to be a friend and a partner with them and really have an opportunity today to congratulate the people who they are honoring as partners in all of their work. Give them a round of applause, please. Organizations like Shema Kolainu, organizations like NACAS, organizations like Met Council. And so when you hear about, people talking about pork, that pork is what feeds people in our community. Not this community, I mean, right? Other places. Yours is for, other things. Kosher foods, right? But understand that those legislative initiatives are critically important for a lot of the community-based organizations. And when you look at them, they actually make a significant difference, not just in providing employment in small community-based organizations, but also providing the kind of services that we're honoring here today. And so we ought to be reaching out to the governor and reaching out to legislators to say, we need to make sure that those initiatives are still available. These are not things that are, problematic in the context. We've had some problems in the past. We've corrected many of those, both on the city council level and the state legislative level. They've created significant levels of both transparency and accountability as it relates to how we give out these discretionary funds, but they are, again, critically important for the work. One of which that I learned is that the Torah commands us that when we build a new community, the first thing that we build is a school. All right? Am I wrong? Am I right about something wrong? I'm good? I'm good. All right. Which talks about the importance of education, not just in the Jewish community, but really is a shared value in almost every community that you see. I don't know, people ask me in the community I represent, where I represent Orthodox Jews, I represent the largest Pakistani community outside of Pakistan in the world, represent a large, both African American and Caribbean American communities, and people say, how do you in fact, help all those people from those different cultures and different religions? I'm like, because people want the same things. People want their children educated in a quality manner. People want affordable housing. People want access to health care that's reasonable, and people want to make sure that their families are safe when they go to bed.
Listen, I just want to tell you, by the way, in different communities, we use different languages to describe the budget process, right? The senator used the word pork. I actually think it's more akin to cholent. Cholent, I'll tell you why. Because cholent is usually made late Thursday night. Usually it's when no one's watching. Usually it's people are putting in all the leftovers. You mix it together, it bakes for a few days, and then it ends up tasting pretty good. So that's really the way I view the budget process. I think it's more like cholent than a pork. I'm actually here today to do an incredible thing, and that is to award the Honorable Nazli Parvizi with the City Leadership Award. And Nazli is the commissioner. By the way, I got to tell you, this is what I love about Jews, by the way. Let me explain to you why, right? You come to a breakfast, you're being honored, everybody's giving you an award, and what do they give you? They give you a box that says, please give us more money, right? But, listen, it's tough times, so we gotta do what we gotta do, but that's why we have a tzedakah box here for you. I gotta tell you that, Nazli has been a terrific commissioner in the city of New York. As the commissioner of the mayor's CAU, which is the Community Affairs Unit. It took me a few years to figure out what that actually stands for. But they do very important work because they're really the connection between the entire city of New York and the people of New York. So whatever the situation is in terms of relationships with civic organizations, nonprofits, city agencies, and emergency situations, these are the folks who are working hard to ensure that the community has a link to New York. And so, without further ado, it's really a privilege today and an honor to present this award / tzedakah box / slash the solicitation, because we really do need some more money, to our great Commissioner Nazli Parvizi, the City Leadership Award.
Most of us know at least somebody with a child with autism, if not a lot of folks with kids with autism, and to be able to visit a school and see the dedication, it is a huge problem that can't be dealt with en masse, but has to be dealt with one child at a time. And it's many teachers working with one child at a time. And it's to create an environment where we not only celebrate these children and the incredible gifts that they have, but to create an environment where they thrive. And Shema Kolainu does that. And like I said, we're all here to honor them, the teachers, the families. It's a partnership between all of them. And like I said, it is the least we can do is try to give money to support these causes and help a school like this thrive, because the hard work is what happens at that school every day. So I thank you for this honor and for this opportunity. And we really look forward to continuing to work with you.
I got involved. I went to look at other centers and other schools, and the result is Shema Kolainu. It's not as simple as it sounds. It didn't come that easy. But one thing, things that don't come easy last. And things that you go out of your way and put your heart into it because you care about children with autism, you care about their families, you put that first. And that's where Shema Kolainu stands today. By putting children with autism and their families first. And the fact is that as much as we're doing, we still can't do enough. Not only do we have the school, we have an office in the Bronx. We service all 5 boroughs in early intervention, home-based services, see it, Medicaid service coordination, anything that helps these kids and parents, serving close to 1,000 children in every single borough, every single zip code, and every single place that there is an elected official.
For those of you who are not aware, George was diagnosed with autism in the younger years, and I only have a few words to say. If there was an organization like Shema Kolainu 30, 40 years ago, there would be many Georges who would be an asset to the community the way he has been for me. And I hope that the people here, government, and everybody can support Shema Kolainu so we can have many Georges in the near future.
He deserves all our appreciation, because people like Isaac, who really care, who really put in their effort, who really want to make other people succeed, has given George the opportunity to excel. Isaac doesn't have a computer. This is his computer. George knows every bit of inventory and does all the ordering. And what Isaac failed to say, has opened his store and closed his store every single day in the last 30 years. George has no excuses for coming late, for not being there. He has given it all, and this is what we strive for, so that people like George can make it in the real world.
Please welcome Peter Hatch.
United States Senator. The Senator also asked me to share her honor in co-sponsoring and reintroducing in the Senate this year the Combating Autism Act at the federal level, which would, among other things, require insurance companies across the country to cover ASD, and also she's working on legislation to ensure that autism is covered for military families. It's a matter that is of great concern to her and dear to her heart. Some of you may be participants in the Senator's working group advising her on autism issues.